Hello everyone, this is Blank. We are back on another episode of Nomadcraft. For this video, we have the Redstone reward system that we will be working on, as well as something totally forgot about, and I basically remembered at the very final thing, basically. We have to set up a system to tell which level the players will be at. So I have to create that whole system within the game, and I somehow have to connect it from there to when they start the game, and when they go all the way down, there will be a compass and maybe some food waiting for them once they arrive down there. I don't know. I haven't really thought of it because I forgot about it. Yeah. Well, professional me knows best on what not to do. And that was that. But today, for at least the first part, we're going to work on this system, this reward system. Got some packed ice, blackstone, a lot of redstone stuff, and a good amount of space to work with. We're going to probably improve the top of that so players can't fall into the reward area or the redstone part of it. But I figured I would go this far down just to give myself enough working space because I need to make roughly, I think it's like 12, 13 or something, spaces where the items will go in and then come out, or spit something out, I should say. But yeah, that is going to be the next challenge. But first off, we will get this all done and go from there. So yeah, I'm going to start working on this redstone real quick, and I'll let's go to the in working progress. Okay, so we finally got a good start on this whole system, which honestly is taking a little bit longer than I thought. But to be fair, I'm also doing this where there's no ground, which makes sense. But got this whole system set up. I got all the filters in place for the why there are observers under some of them, but not all of them. I will actually get to in a moment. But it's pretty simple. Players, they will drop the said item they find in the labyrinth or within the find the key. They will drop it down. It will go into this water stream, which will hit the honey block. Since the honey block is not a full block wide, it will actually go right on this edge. I'm not sure if yeah, you can't really see it, unfortunately, but essentially it just goes right on. Now, that's just there. But I can just... Anyways, so since that it goes right on the honey block, it just glides right along the edge and it'll go all the way down. Now, I still have to test it out, obviously, but it works. So far, I know it works up to here and here, but then I gotta test all the way down. And actually, I have 13 of them, so there's one hopper right here. I technically don't need, I only needed 12, so this one is an extra one if I need it. Or actually, I technically need 11. So if I need a 12th one for any reason whatsoever, technically it's there, I just gotta put a filter on it, which is very simple. And finally, that is about it. So also, actually, let me just close that up real quick. And then finally, when all that is said and done, we have these observers right here. Now these 4 observers are going to be, there we go. These are going to be the overworld, deep dark, nether, and the end. So these 4 are just going to be for find the key. And the reason why I need that is because I need to turn the system off somehow. And luckily, when the redstone signal activates and activates those repeaters, it sends a signal that observers detect or can detect, and that will be transmitted to the redstone down below, which then I just have to basically hook all the way up to back there. So that's a good thing. Now, not the good thing. I still have a lot of work to do. I still have to create all the filters, technically. So that's going to take some time. And then I also need to create a system which will probably involve observers again, that will create a little pulse, not a huge pulse, just a little one. And basically, once this redstone activates, this will activate and send a redstone signal to a dispenser, which will go into a water system, just like this one. But the only difference is it will go up to a bubble elevator, which will probably go up here. Now that is a lot of words, and yeah, so we still have to figure that out. I'm basically trying to put off all the work before that. But I mean, technically, I could just hook up this one really quick. That is not an issue whatsoever. There we go. So I might do this first. It's very simple. Just takes a little bit of, I suppose. And I guess I'll check back with you guys once I get that second part of the Redstone up and ready. Interesting. Never seen that before. Well, that's something new. Yeah, I don't know if this is a new thing Mojang is doing, but yeah, that's interesting. Well, let's get back to Redstone. And we are finally done. Finally done with everything for this reward system, I should say. We're not done with all the redstone, but we are done with this. So I finally got all the rewards in here. Now I'm not going to show you, but because that defeats the purpose for watching other videos, seeing the stream, seeing what other people get. But yeah, all the rewards are in here. Now some of them are blocks, some of them are ores. Those are just things I had on me, so yeah. But other than that, I think ores are probably, well, I will say there are ores, so I think those are good, because if someone has fortune, they may get more than one. So I think that was a little bit better than just doing like, hey, here's an emerald, for example, or here's a diamond. No, here's an actual ore. You may have a chance of getting 2 or 3. But yeah, no, so this is our whole system that we have set up. So we have the filters, which you guys saw. And that's basic filters. And then we have the redstone for these first 4, which are to turn the game off. Got that all set up. And then we have these observers here, which go to these redstone repeaters, which are on the 4 tick. Redstone torch, turned off. And I gotta fly up and hit my head a few times. And yeah, and that goes to redstone torch and a repeater to a target block to the dispenser. So that actually works. I hooked everything up. I got all the items updated in the filter, and once I put them in, I heard a tick or this dispenser go off, and it works, which I was really surprised with. I did some fiddling around, and originally, I will be honest, it wasn't working. And originally I had no repeater here. Then I put repeater down and put it all the way to this setting, still nothing. So I put it all the way to 4 and finally got indication that it works. So that is the best news that I have. This one though, I will admit I am kind of second guessing myself. Just because there is that little space right there where there's a chance for an item to fall and just stay right there. I may bring it down. Like this whole thing, I may have all these dispensers pointing down instead of up. That may give me some more room. or wiggle room at least. But the only issue then is uh, I don't have a lot of room there. So that's gonna come out. If it becomes like a huge issue, like I find it happening once or twice or a little bit more than that, then yeah, I'll update it. But if not, if there's no issues whatsoever, I'll keep it. But now that that's all set, now this is all set and done. Next, we have to go. Okay, it's perfect landing. Now we have to do the redstone for these four, where we have to essentially have a button, make sure that this is continuously on, but at the same time turn any of these off if they are clicked. And I'll be honest, I have no idea how to do this. So this thing might take a couple days. But hopefully you guys don't. Well, you guys are gonna. You guys won't mind it because you. For me, it'll take a couple days. For you, it'll take 20 seconds. But let's show that once it's done. And we are done. So I finally finished this whole setup. It's cramped, to say the least. But I got it done. I still have to test it out to see if everything works. I believe it does. Not 100% sure, but I believe everything works as it is intended to work. So, only downside is these like redstone the lamps. They're only gonna like the buttons are down there, so these lights will only flick on for a brief second. It's unfortunate, but it's all right. I put in rule book saying, hey, don't press it multiple times. The light flickers. It's not meant to be on the entire time. I don't really know how to have it stay on the entire time. I would love to learn, but for this season and how long I've been working on it, I'm okay with not knowing. It's perfectly fine. Plus, I think I'm a little bit too cramped in this space. So that is also another issue. But that's fine. So basically what we have is from right to left, overworld, deep dark, nether, and the end. So this one is yeah. So this one goes all the way up. Well, yeah. And this just goes right on down. And I set everything up also, which that was fun. But here are compasses. So yeah, it's been a lot of work. So this one is just for the overworld. The next one is this one, Deep Dark. And then obviously you can see there's another one here. Like, why is there two on the same one? These are for golden carrots. For the overworld, players are not going to get any golden carrots for the overworld since what I found out with Unit, it's a very easy thing. It's if you die in the overworld for it, it's impressive. Yeah, I would be impressed if someone manages to pull that off. But anyways, so that's why no golden carrot for the overworld. The deep dark you get one golden carrot. For the nether you get two, and end you get three. And then there is also watermelon within the overworld. So players are allowed to grab those watermelons. That is perfectly fine. Um, but then also since like, hey, this is the deep dark, we don't you need how are you gonna get three golden carrots? Well, basically here's one. And then we loop this one up all the way over to this guy here, and that will fire this one. Uh, but obviously this repeater is going this way, so it won't go anywhere past this, accidentally firing off the compass, and vice versa for this one, so it doesn't fire off the nether. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, that works. Uh, I don't know why I blanked for a second. I was like, oh, that doesn't work, but yeah, no, that it works. It all works in the end, and I apparently can't stay on. Could I have made this a lot cleaner? Probably, probably, most definitely, absolutely, all of the above. But I didn't, so this is what I have. And then additionally, after all this is said and done, I actually did update the reward system. So instead, I had it all dropping down, which, let's see, what's the best place to view it? Yeah, this works. So now we have all the items dropping down. I had to move it over by a little bit, just because things were starting to get in contact with Redstone, so I wanted to avoid that as much as possible. Um, Plus, these are just moving out by one, so basically I have a little stream, so it drops, and then just goes in that water stream, which flows down to this one, which goes all the way down to here. And even if, ooh, that's going to be a problem. Hmm, see my mistake now. Uh, Interesting. Because now I see a mistake. I'm like, oh, that's gonna cause some issues, probably. Because it doesn't flow right here, it flows right to there. What can I do for that? I might, yeah, I think I'll just bring this water over by one. I think that should fix this issue. And I have to do this, and do that. Did that work? No. So that just goes right there. Uh, hmm. Well, I'll have to figure that out. Let's see. We got some stone here. Let's do this. All done on the fly. Why not? Uh, oh. That goes there. That can still go down. That's fine. Uh, Let me just have a walkway. Hmm. Uh, that's an issue. Well, that's another task for me to do later. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment on the video on what you liked about it, what you would like to see more of. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. It's always appreciated. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna start testing it. Start of like this weekend, which for you guys that was probably last weekend, which means the stream for this whole game will probably be the weekend this comes out. Maybe a little bit before, or not before. Maybe a little bit after. We'll see. I'll try to get this video out before I do the live stream, so you guys will have some time to see this. so you guys have a little bit inside scoop on how it all works. But yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, stuff like that, and I'll see you all next time. See you.